What is going on, everyone? It's your boy, Prison Mike. Hope you guys are having a great day today. So, for all you Battlefield fans, which I don't think you'd be here if you weren't, EA Play Live happened today. And boy, have we got some juicy info in regards to Battlefield 2042. Stick around. I think you guys are going to like it. Since the Battlefield 2042 reveal trailer back in June, DICE has told us that formerly LA DICE, now Ripple Effect Studios, has been working on a quote-unquote love letter to the Battlefield fans. And today, we got just that. Battlefield Portal. Change the rules of war. So multiple leaks have been going around talking about a Battlefield hub and Ripple Effect working on a love letter to the longtime Battlefield fans. Now, I have loved Battlefield ever since I started playing it back in college. I quit gaming for a little while. Recently, within the past year or two, I've got back into gaming and I'm going at it full throttle. I love everything about gaming, and especially Battlefield. I just started playing it about a year ago again, and I can't put it down. It made me reminisce of all the times I had back in college, just playing online, sweating it out against other people. And honestly, this time, I don't plan on ever stop playing it again. So, back to where I was. Long-term Battlefield fans finally got that love letter I feel like everybody's been asking for. We got remastered maps from previous Battlefield games, such as Battlefield 1942, Battlefield Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3, that have been built from the latest Frostbite engine. So on release date, we're going to be gifted with 6 older remastered maps. We've got Battle of the Bulge from Battlefield 1942, El Alamein from Battlefield 1942, Arica Harbor from Battlefield Bad Company 2, Valparaiso from Battlefield Bad Company 2, Caspian Border from Battlefield 3, and Nosehair Canals from Battlefield 3. Tomato, tomato, am I right? Now, with all these maps, we are going to be getting the new Battlefield 2042 maps included in Battlefield Portal. It's going to include 40 plus weapons, 40 plus vehicles, and 30 plus gadgets. There's going to be preset modes for Conquest, Team Deathmatch, Rush, and other fan favorites. This is going to be a community-driven game. This is going to be controlled by us. It's going to include game settings, custom modes, and a logic editor, which we'll get into a little bit later in the video. You're going to be able to change team ratios and add restrictions based on what the creator wants and how they want to create their server or game. Now, with that being said, there are multiple factions from different Battlefield eras, plus the new Battlefield 2042. Take, for example, you can use the specialists from 2042 and put them up against the World War II soldiers. So overall, Battlefield Portal is just going to be a full sandbox of multiple Battlefield eras, all thrown in to one game. You create how you want it and how you want the game mode to play out. Now, I say fully customizable. This isn't like a Halo Forge where you're building stuff and putting it into the map. The maps are pre-made. You can't tinker with anything like that, but you can add in storms, tornadoes. I'm sure you can even add dust storms in, which would be features that come from Battlefield 2042, which releases in October. Alright, so since I've reviewed basically everything about Battlefield Portal and what was released today during EA Play Live, I'm going to get into a little bit more specific details, talking about the customizable options, the community experience, progression, and the more finer details within the Portal. So we're going to start off with the customizable options. There's a ton of different customizations you can do. Like I said early in the intro, change the rules of war. As a creator, you have a ton of different options. You can restrict certain weapons. Say you're getting shot by that sniper over and over and over again. Let's hope he's not cheating, but if you want to, you can restrict that weapon. Bye-bye, Mr. Sniper. No more dying every 5 seconds. And not only can you restrict weapons, you can restrict gadgets and vehicles. You can restrict the damage certain weapons do. For example, modern weapons don't have to be stronger than World War II weapons to kind of make it more balanced. So the modern weapons aren't overpowering the older weapons, just to kind of make it more balanced. And you can tinker with any weapon's damage. So if you're playing, like I said, if you're playing against with a modern army against a World War II army, if you want to add in certain guns, restrict others, you can balance out and tinker with each of those guns in order to balance out the match, which is insane that Ripple Effects is giving that into the hands of the community. It's basically their tools, but giving them to us. And that's just the ultimate gift I think that any studio can give their fans. Like, that's what people want. Now, say we got some hardcore fans out there. You can set up hardcore customizations. Do you want to go back to a classic Battlefield 1942 and switch off sprint and health regeneration? No HUD, minimap, restrict certain factions, take away aim down sights, going prone? You can do all that with the customization logic tool at your disposal. Now, I am in a Battlefield community on Facebook, and I see a lot of people posting questions about different things. They didn't really say a whole lot about total number of players, but reading from the overview on EA's site, it sounds like you can go up to 128, so 64 v 64, or if you wanted to do maybe one person with a knife versus 5 people with defibrillators, and let's do a defibrillator knife fight, which would be crazy. And they actually did show that on the reveal today. Or kind of do like an infection thing where you've got maybe 50 people with a knife and one person with a gun, and you have to hunt that one person down with your knife and try to kill them without being shot to death. There's just so much customization that goes into this, and honestly, like, with the ideas that, the Battlefield community has, there's no doubt in my mind that there are going to be some crazy games going on, and I can't wait to partake in those. All right, I know you guys are asking the question, can you customize for a battle royale? DICE has stated, no, you cannot customize a game for battle royale. Quote unquote, we knew you would ask. Now, I did get insight on my Facebook community. Well, what if you wanted to do a 100-person free-for-all? And that could be a good possibility. Now, I know on the Battlefield Portal reveal trailer today, they didn't really show anything that could lead to a 1v100, but they mainly showed 12v12. Maybe, I think it was a 24v24. But there could be a good possibility that you could do a free-for-all. And I look forward to seeing all the different modes that people create from this. Now, on to the community experience. So, there are going to be preset modes that you can play that are going to be in rotation. And then there's going to be the fully customizable admin creator. Unleash the huge sandbox. Now, you can add AIs to fill servers. And in the portal, compared to the Battlefield 2042 all-out warfare game, you can opt out of AI. So you don't have to have them in your Battlefield portal. And also, say you're really into someone's game, you can actually follow that person that created the match, and you can follow them for future games. So if they release another game, you can go and play it. And hey, even if you want to get in on it, you can get a hold of that admin, and they can actually give you the rights to their server, and you can build upon what they have created. Now, as far as the building site goes, it's not going to be done through your console or through your PC. Apparently, it's going to be done through a website that you do need to have an EA account for. And in the future, there will be tutorials on how to operate the logic editor. As far as progression goes, in the ranking system, you will rank up throughout all modes. So your all-out warfare, your hazard zone that has yet to be released that we don't know anything about, and even the battlefield portal. Now, there are going to be restrictions set in place that are basically going to prevent you from cheating the system. And this is a live service game. So once this releases, on release date, day 1 of Battlefield 2042, we're going to have 6 classic maps and 7 new Battlefield 2042 maps. 13 total maps on release. I was a little skeptical when I found out they were just releasing 7 maps, but after today's release, man, I'm completely satisfied with 13 total maps. For one, you're getting to go back and relive all of those classic Battlefield maps, and some of them I've not even played, so I can't wait to see what they're like remastered. I think it's going to be a blast. Guys, there's no doubt about it. This game is going to be nuts. I think this is a huge leap for the Battlefield franchise and is really going to help out the longevity of the game. You know, with Battlefield Portal, where are we going to be in 2 years? Probably the Battlefield community still coming up with new ideas to add into a game to make it fun. I think it's going to be a blast, and I cannot wait for the release date on October 22nd. If you pre-ordered it, October 15th, and if you're lucky, you might get into the beta. Alright everyone, that's about it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I appreciate you stopping by for the overview of Battlefield Portal. I think it's a great addition to the Battlefield franchise, like I said. I think it's going to be a blast. All the customizations are just going to bring out the creative-minded people from the Battlefield community, and I look forward to it and cannot wait to get my hands on it. Thank you guys. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And be sure to come back and see me. I'm Prison Mike! Out!